everyone, it's Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new and not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. I sure would appreciate that. What I'm doing tonight is hopefully going to be a short video on making a card, and I'm going to show you my inspiration and what's been going on. So I've been playing around with a stencil here. I think it's a Simon Hurley stencil. Just getting bases ready to make some cards, right? Pretty colors. And so when I was doing it, when I was doing the pinks, and those aren't those beautiful pinks, I was using, as oftentimes I will, I had a piece of scrap card here. And so I was just wiping my blending tool off here and obviously testing out my stamping. And I took a look at that and I said, I love the way that looks. I also I made my own shimmer spray with the iridescent medium that I have. I just put it in a spray bottle with some water, diluted it. So, and these here are a couple of different inks. So I started it to see how it was coming out. Obviously, it's not the same as this original inspiration piece, but so far I like the way it looks. So let's go ahead and do one together, and we'll stick with the pinks because I haven't tried the other colors. I've been playing with pink tonight. So what I have is, I'm going to reach over here. I got this on clearance at Michael's. It's watercolor lettering paper, Canson. It's 90-pound watercolor paper, and I like it better than the 140-pound. The 140-pound is just so heavy. And for what I'm doing here, the 90-pound is fine. It is true that what paper you use matters. One of my biggest inspirations for card making is Natasha Foote from New Zealand. She has wonderful card making videos. She explains everything. She's very inspirational. I get a lot of my inspiration from her. And she uses watercolor paper too. And I started using the watercolor paper because I was using the Neenah 80-pound, and the colors just weren't blending well on it. But on the watercolor paper, it's much nicer. So that's what I prefer to use. So I'm using watercolor paper, and I've cut it. I have actually trimmed these down to 4 5 1/4. I probably should have left them larger and then trimmed them down at the end. But so I've trimmed it down to 4 5 1/4, and I'm using the smooth side, not the bumpy or the rough side. And I'm using a couple of different inks today. I'm using the Distress Oxides, the Spun Sugar, the Worn Lipstick, and the Picked Raspberry. Although I'm not sure if I use all of them. Probably. Maybe not the Spun Sugar. And the Piggyback, which is Simon Hurley. Piggyback. These are the inks I'm going to be playing with. And I'm also using the Altenew blending brush. Now, I have the Altenew blending brushes here. I have a pink one. I have them for colors. I have a blue one. I have a green one. You see those? I love the feel in the hand, and I love the little stand that they have. I also have ones that I got from AliExpress, probably from Alina Crafts. I'm not sure. The ones from AliExpress, and they're probably the same as the Pink and Main. The Altenew brushes are white from the top to the bottom. The AliExpress brushes are not white. I'm going to reach over and show you one. Oh, excuse me. I don't have my microphone on because my phone is charging. They're not white. This is from AliExpress. As you can see, they are like off-white. This one has not been used yet, with the darker bristles on the bottom. The price point is wonderful. However, I don't like it because I don't like the way, they're fine and I'll use them, but I prefer the white bristles. I don't know. So let's see what fun we can have here. This is a scrap piece of paper where I've been tapping off before I put it on here. So I'm really just going to Just make sure, so you can see, rub that. There's still a little bit left, but that's okay. I'm going to start with the lightest color, the piggyback. Okay. And I'm going to ink this up because this is such a pale color. And I'm going to tap it off, and as you can see, you can barely see it. So, and I'm just going to start down here, and I'm just going to do that in a circle motion to try to get a circle down. And I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Oh yeah, you can see that. It's not dark at all. It's rather pale. So I'm just circling that around. Okay. I'm not quite sure that's piggyback. That still might have something there. Okay. So just get some of that down. Blend it out a little bit. And yes, I am in my pajamas. It's what, 7 o'clock on a rainy Friday night? I'm in my pajamas. Now we're just going to build up from light to dark. Some spun sugar, just tap it in there, tap it off on the paper, see what we have. Okay. I'm really just putting it down, squishing it around, and pulling it back up. And then I'm going to blend it in a little bit, see if I can get a little bit of different color variation in there. Let's go to some worn lipstick here. Again, tap it off. Ooh, yeah, see, that's a much... Okay. There we go. So it's kind of like coffee rings, except they're pink, right? And then for the darkest color, let's get some of that off. Go to the picked raspberry. There. Woo, that's definitely dark. All right, so let's leave the picked raspberry behind, and let's go back here. Get the picked raspberry off if we can. Let's go back here to piggyback. See if we got such a pale color. Okay, now again, remember, this is our inspiration piece. It's kind of hard to duplicate because I'm trying to, it's not as easy to duplicate as you would think, but just layering up. So basically I'm just layering up different colors, different shades of pink circles. Now, this is Distress Oxide, and I do want to shimmer it, so let's just dry it off a little bit. Let's take a look. Take a paper towel and see. Okay, now I'm going to do this off screen because I don't want to get everything all wet. But again, it is just water with iridescent medium, which I bought years ago. I'm sure they still make it somewhere. I searched for it in Michael's and on Michael's online, and I couldn't find it. So, but shimmer spray. Everybody has shimmer spray. You could just use a white shimmer spray, I guess. I don't have shimmer spray. I have my own. I have this. So, just couple of squirts there. See, it's reacting. And back here. Oops. Let's see if I can pull that up a little bit. I don't want to move the water. I just want to dry it. There we go. Ow. Yes, that's hot. And now it's very, very, I don't know if you can see the sparklies or not. It's very pale, very subdued. So let me put this back. Now, I have this collection of stamps. Sassy Friends. Excuse me. This one is from scrapbook.com. Take it out of the plastic so we can see it. And they have these different sayings. This one here is the one I use. Thanks for always being there when I can't afford therapy. Just other funny sayings. When you have nothing nice to say, give me a call. You know, cute things like that. Then there's also Diane Reevely, I think is how she says her name, from Delusions, which is another Ranger product. And I'll take these out of the plastic again so you can see them. These are red rubber cling. These are really sarcastic and I love them. You would not necessarily send them maybe in a card, I don't know. Come again when you can't stay so long, you know, just really neat stuff. I have 3 of them here. She made 3 of them and I just adore them. If you promise to go away, I promise to stop ignoring you. You look like I need a drink. Fabulous, called, I answered. That's, you know, there are some that I would use. I'm working, please kindly go away. And this one here, I'm not fat, I'm just easy to see. That's me. Just some really, really cute sayings that I enjoy. So what I am going to do with this one is from the, where is it? From the scrapbook.com one that says, thanks for always being there when I can't afford therapy. I'm going to stamp that on the inside of the card, but I'm not going to do that on screen. But for the outside one, for the outside of this, I'm going to do Ugh People. Because Ugh People, right? It can be pretty funny. Now, I've never actually, okay. Get some black ink here. I haven't used these yet, so let's see, stamp it off. And see, that's what I did with that. Ugh People. And I'm stopping here because I wanted to show you this card. See, that was one with the pretty mandala, I think, background that I did. This is a piece of vellum friend with thin strips of, got glue on it here. I have to get the glue off. And there, thanks for always being there when I can't afford therapy. But I think these are so cute that you can do the outside really nice and soft with flowers and make it seem like it's really, really sweet. And then inside you get slammed with a saying like this one here. I want you to know that someone out there cares. Not me, but someone does. Now, I love this. It's all one piece, so I would have to cut it. And I don't think I'm willing to do that just because of the way it looks and it's all one piece. But anyway, that's just an example. So here we go. Ugh People. There. And that I would mount on black. I don't know if there's anything else I would want to do with that. It does look kind of plain. You could decorate it when we're done. And for this, I think I'm not going to use paper tape. I'm going to use liquid glue. And this is Art Glitter Glue in a Sugar Belle icing bottle. Now, the Sugar Belle, I had to buy a different tip for it, though. I bought the smallest tip I could find, which I think was a 1. Because otherwise, the other tips were just too fat, and there was too much glue coming out. So, center that on there, right? We know it's dry because we used the heat gun on it. But I just got black ink all over me, so I want to be careful here. Use a paper towel to smooth that out. I do not want to ruin it. And here is my card base, which is 110-pound Nina paper. I'm going to have to trim that off a bit. Right? Ugh, people. Okay. Again, I'm using the liquid glue as opposed to the tape. The cardstock's heavy. The black cardstock is just a pack I got at Michael's. It's a 65-pound pack, and you know, Michael's, they're normally, I don't know, maybe $5.99 for 50 pages or something, but they have them on sale 3 for $10, or I think I got a whole mess of them when they were on sale for 3 for $10. Okay. Ugh, people. And then we could decorate that with some Nuvo drops. These are pretty. This is Fairy Wings. The Dream Drops, I really like those. We have Fairy Wings here. So. Just go around. Now we might want to do some black. For this I have the liquid pearls. Warm them up. They flow easier when they're warm. Less chance of hiccups. Like that. A little blop. A little burp. I like the Dream Drops because they're very shimmery. And there we go. It's a very easy, very quick card to make. So I just recommend that you all save your scraps and be inspired. We are only limited by our own imaginations. Let yours run wild. Thanks for stopping by. Product. Some gems.